Welcome to State of the Offense, the best preseason fantasy football coverage of your favorite team's offense, the Pittsburgh Steelers. In the skill positions, the Steelers return Kenny Pickett, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, and Pat Freiermuth as the top fantasy options from last season. On the offensive line, the Steelers will bring back their entire starting unit from last year, and the Steelers also did make two significant additions to the offensive line this offseason by signing guard Isaac Seumalo and rookie tackle Broderick Jones from Georgia in the first round. At left tackle, the Steelers returned Dan Moore, who graded at a 73 while playing all of the snaps. Moore was the 30th rated left tackle in the NFL last season, so the Steelers took a chance and traded up to the 14th pick in the draft to select Broderick Jones to become the eventual franchise left tackle. I do project Jones to start, and I believe that he can be a slight upgrade to Moore as a rookie. At left guard, the Steelers also returned established starter in Kevin Dotson, but they also brought in former Philadelphia Eagle Isaac Seumalo in free agency. Kevin Dotson played 100% of the snaps and graded at a 76. Seumalo had a 96% snap share and graded at an 80 in Philadelphia. Mason Cole will return for his second season in Pittsburgh. In his Steelers debut, he graded at a 70, which put him at the 24th spot of centers in the NFL. He played 96% of the snaps in 2022. James Daniels is the projected starter at right guard. Daniels also played 100% of the snaps last year, and he was rated as the highest starter for the Steelers with a 79 grade. Daniels was the number 13 right guard in the NFL. Chukwuma Okorafor is back in 2023 at right tackle after playing all of the snaps and earning a 71 grade. He ranked 20th amongst right tackles in the league. The commitment to the offensive line by the Steelers in the offseason shows that they're serious about giving Kenny Pickett more time in the pocket and to give Najee Harris a chance to do better than the 3.8 yards per carry that he averaged last year. The addition of Darnell Washington as a blocking tight end in the draft should also pay dividends to the Steelers as they try to develop their identity as a tough physical group to support their outstanding defense and their young quarterback. As a rookie, Kenny Pickett provided mixed results. He has a nice pocket awareness and mobility, but his yards per attempt was only 6.2, and he had a 7-9 touchdown to interception ratio. These numbers have to improve for the Steelers to be able to compete in a stacked AFC North. Pickett is currently the quarterback 17 drafted in fantasy football, the 134th player overall in the 12th round. I rate Pickett as my number 25 quarterback, and I think he should go around the 150 range of fantasy football drafts. Deontay Johnson is one of the most targeted players in the NFL. 147 targets should indicate a bounce back for Deontay in 2023. His 25.7 target rate was 9th in the NFL. Some people devalue Deontay for not having touchdowns last year. He is the number 30 wide receiver drafted. If you think Kenny Pickett gets a lot better in year 2, then you have to like Johnson more this year. Deontay is currently the 74th player drafted, but I rate him as the number 50 overall player. George Pickens is currently the 35th wide receiver in average draft position, and he's the 86th player taken overall. I rate Pickens as my 116th overall player. I asked the question of how much production can you count on, knowing that Pickett has to be able to support Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Allen Robinson, and Pat Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth has had a very good year 2 as a starting fantasy tight end. Freiermuth is currently the tight end 9 in average draft position at player 78 overall. This is a good rating for Freiermuth. He had the 6th highest tight end target percentage. I love Najee Harris' situation coming into the season. His foot problem in the 2022 camp was a real problem. Before the bye, Najee averaged 8 fantasy points in PPR. After the bye, 13.2 fantasy points in PPR. The offensive line should be better. TJ Watt will be healthy, and the defense should be better. Najee will get more chances to produce, and I believe that he has a strong year ahead. Currently, drafters are rating Travis Etienne of Jacksonville ahead of Najee. I disagree with this evaluation. Etienne has got a lot more competition in Jacksonville now that they added Tank Bigsby in the draft. And if you're worried about Jaylen Warren taking touches away from Najee, Najee still outcarried Jaylen Warren 272 to 77. You should be very confident in Najee Harris going into this season. I rate Najee as my number 29 overall player, and I rate Travis Etienne as my number 38 overall player. The biggest problem with Pittsburgh is that they have a young offense and the AFC North is brutal. If the offensive line improves, the defense plays like a normal Pittsburgh Steelers defense, then you can expect good times ahead. From a fantasy football perspective, take advantage of people sleeping on Deontay Johnson. Pat Freiermuth is a good tight end with enough potential to rank as a top 5 tight end by the end of the year. The Steelers' stability and depth should serve them well going into 2023. A breakout season from Kenny Pickett is all the Steelers need to compete in the best division in the NFL. If you like today's coverage of the Pittsburgh Steelers offense, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.